Hello guys, welcome to my channel Lucid Fanfic, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. So be sure to stick around until the end, and let's get started. Kuo Town Night at the Road. We see Freed and Kiba sword clash each other's, and always Freed talk more like crazy than fight serious. Kiba push back Freed and use Kiba, Holy Eraser. Swing a dark wed to Freed who only block at with Holy Sword. Freed, yeah, that's not gonna work, sorry. Said with a giggle like a girl. Kiba snort, I was just testing your sword. I had to see if it was real or not. Glare at the Holy Sword now. I won't hesitate to break you and your sword. Kiba appear in front Freed and swing at his sword at Freed, who block it with Holy Sword. Kiba swing his sword more at Freed, who only laugh and joke while block the attack with Holy Sword, but he had enough Kiba strike so he dodge left and slash at Kiba that scratch his arm. Kiba scream in pain and kneel down. Freed talk more at Kiba thinking he is idoid, but Kiba didn't care what he said instead. He tell he understand that Holy Sword can kill him, and he spin kick at Freed ankle. That make Freed trip and fall his butt down on the ground. Freed, you cheater. Yell at Kiba. Kiba, devilish, aren't I? Swing the sword at Freed who roll doge and make a way to other side and glare at Kiba. Freed, touche. Said Kiba before a compunction magic appear near his ear and said something to him, huh? Kiba moves sword at Freed who only doge again while tell Kiba. Sorry, someone's calling me. Pull out a marble from his pocket well. See you later. Throw a marble at the ground that created a flash bomb. Kiba closed his eyes when it shined, and when the light died down, he see Freed was nowhere to be found. At Izuku room. Alarm girl, good morning. Splash. Said a girl in swimsuit teehee. Izuku heard the alarm, so he reach out and silent. He yawn a bit and open his eyes to see Asia in his arms naked along with him. He smile a bit and kiss Asia forehead who smile and snort cutely. Izuku free himself without waking Asia and get to do a morning work in bathroom. After he done, he come back to room to see Asia wake up and already dress up in her night dress. She give a morning kiss to Izuku who give back and Izuku get ready for morning workout. At the park, we see Izuku do a 50 push-up, run, hand-to-hand combat, and sit up. After he done, he rest on the bench with a water bottle in his hand. Izuku, phew, that's some water. Said by feeling refreshed, but remember about the accident at factory and Kiba. Should I cut off by King? King, don't even thinks about those idea, partner. Said to Izuku from his right hand. Izuku, King, and how cut off again by King? King, I can hear you though from inside you know. Izuku, sorry about that, but do you think it will work? Asked his plan to King. King, while it work, but it will also trigger the war between heaven and hell you know. Izuku sigh. I knew it. Is there another way to destroy one of the Holy Sword without creating a war? Asked King. King, there isn't. Izuku sigh more you worry too much partner, and I'm sure the chance of your friend Kiba will appear when the time come. After all he been waiting for a long time. Izuku, I know is just, I can't stand it when someone is so lost like that. Remember the time he lost his mom, and the time he was saved by Midnight and others hero. King, the chance will appear partner, and I didn't come here to talk about him, but come to warn you. Izuku warn me? Look at his partner confused. King, I have felt a strong force around you lately, and I have a hard time sleeping here. Izuku, well there is Issei with the Dragi power, Rias, Asia, Kaneko keep on saying who is he around so far, and oh yeah, there was a new customer contract and I still didn't meet with Issei customer yet. King, you mean the first contract he got? Izuku yup, said with a pop, but how many strong force you feel? King, a lot and I don't know why there are here, but be careful partner, something about to happen in this town soon. Give a warning to Izuku before he gone back to sleep. Izuku stare a moment at his right arm before he look up to the sky and mutter loud. Izuku, a strong force. At the school entrance. Students were entering the school, and so is Sona along with her vice president Tsubaki. Sona were walking while reading until she feel a force in front of her. That make her stop with a book close. Tsubaki, president, called out to her why she stop and look in front of her and see two in white robe. Sona mutter, a holy sword stare at the sword behind a girl. Lunch break at hallway. Issei karaoke, said to his friends Matsu and Moto. Matsu, it's been a while, said with looking for word to sing. Moto, The one in front of the station not only has insert songs, but character songs, too, said by pushing up his glass. Aika, what was that about inserting? Asked from behind the tyro. Issei Moto Matsu Kiryu. Yell out with surprise. Aika, goodness gracious. Another morning spent talking about SEC? Asked with a grin. Matsu, we were just talking about karaoke. Said nervous to her. Aika, karaoke. Sounds nice. I'd love to go. Look back behind her, wouldn't you, Asia? Issei, hey. You can't just cut off by Asia, come along with Mura beside her. Asia. Yes, I would. Said to them with a smile. Matsu/Moto, what? Yell with creepy smile. Aika. Oh, Murayama, are you coming too? Mura. But only for Asia, who didn't know what karaoke was. Said with arm cross. Aika. Oh, I'll push up her glass and have a great idea. Evening at a cult club. Issei/Izuku/Asia arrived a hallway and see everything was sparkle like a mirror. Asia. Wow, it's got a mirror finish. Issei, look at the mirror floor that reflect Asia underwear. Yeah, gotta love that mer cut off by Volanchop to Issei face, and he fall back down faint with a nosebleed. Asia look at Izuku, who snort and pull Issei away by leg while Asia follow beside him. Asia, huh? Stop by, look at the seal room door. Izuku, what's wrong, Asia? Asia, what's that room down there? Izuku, look at where Asia. Oh, that room's always been closed. We call it the Forbidden Room. When they arrive to a cult club room, we see Izuku, Asia/Kaneko sip on Izuku lap, while Asia lean on Izuku's shoulder, sitting on sofa along with Rias/Issei. Issei lay on Rias' lap, and still in faint state on another sofa. Rias, now that the building's spotless, we can start anew. Izuku, wait, where's Kiba? Kaneko, Yudo-senpai is absent from school. Asia, Kiba-san was. Izuku, President, could this have anything to do with our talk yesterday? Asked Rias, who looked down, bite his lips. Is okay. If you don't want, say President, but if you needed help to make him snap out of his though, you can count on us. Kaneko/Asia, and even Issei, who nod and thump up for her. Rias sigh, you guys. Smile a bit, I guess. I can tell you more about Kiba past. Look up serious, and everyone listen close to her. Do you guys remember about the Yudo was the only survivor of the Holy Sword experiment, right? Izuku, yes. Rias. There were many more children conditioned to be compatible with Excalibur. Izuku, Asia. Issei, surprised, that's because there are 7 swords cone as the Holy Sword, Excalibur. Issei, 7. Rias. The original Excalibur was shattered in combat long ago. The church found those pieces and used alchemy to create 7 new swords. Izuku. So Kiba and others' kids were used as an experiment to try bond with the Holy Sword, Excalibur. Said with venoms and anger. Rias nod. The experiment was a failure, and when I found him, he was nearly dead. Revealed to Izuku. Issei/Asia with more surprise, he was the only one to escape, and with his short life flashing before his eyes, he passionately desired vengeance. Rias remembered the time of where he found Kiba. She found him laying in the forest of snow where a moonlight shined behind Rias. Rias, seeing his strong determination, I wanted him to out it to good use as a devil. Issei, and that's when you made Kiba a devil? Remember the pictures, that's why, when he saw that photo, he stopped himself before he continued. Rias breath in and out. For now, we'll just keep an eye on him for now. Izuku, Issei, Asia, Kaneko not understand, and they heard a door open. Akino, my. We're all gathered already? Rias, Acneo, you're late. Akino, I've brought guests. Sona and Tsubaki come into room. Sona, excuse us. Akino, she has some very urgent business with you, President. Sona, yes. Come forward and look. Rias, would you please accompany me to my house? No one will be able to interfere there. Rias, this sounds like serious business. Said with a gaze of does she real mean it? Sona, yes, quite serious. Said back with a gaze of very serious. On road. Issei, Asia, Kaneko/Izuku walked back together after the club disbanded early. Issei, any idea what's going on? They both looked so serious. Asia, no idea. Said with a shrug. Issei, what do you think, Kaneko? Kaneko, nothing. President always does the right thing. However, Izuku, Issei, and Asia listen close to her. I am concerned about Yudo-senpai. Issei, we all are, but President told us to leave him alone, but I can't stand that. Said it what he has on his mind. Izuku, We all are, but we can't do anything yet for him. Issei sigh about that, but when we have the chance we will use it and snap him out. Issei Kaneko asks, right? They see a walk light turn green and Noiko look at Issei/Asia. Kaneko, goodbye, see you tomorrow. Said to both of them who said goodbye, and Kaneko look Izuku who knows what she wanted. Izuku walk close to her and give a passion kiss before he pull away and whisper to her. Izuku, see you tomorrow Chiron. Kaneko smile. See you tomorrow Zuzu. Kaneko then walk away to her dorm and Izuku turn around look back at Issei and Asia to see. Issei who was really jealous with fake tear and Asia who was pout. With Rias and others. Rias and Akino enter the sauna first. Rias, I haven't been here in a while. Said while remove her tower along with Akino. Akino, did you come here often? Asked Rias, but Sona answer for her. Sona, Rias and I often talked about things in secret here. Said while remove her tower and stand naked along with Tsubaki, Akino, and Rias. After they sit down. Sona, I had this sauna built for my personal use. Tsubaki, this dimension is connected only to Sona-sama's home. Once we close that passage, nobody can come in. Explain it for Akino. Akino, and what exactly were those secrets, Asked with T's voice. Rias, whining about our strict parents and other silly gossip like that. Said with her eyes close I think Sona talked about her sister all the time. Akino giggle, my, I didn't know that side of you too. Sona, we were young. Said in monotone, but her blush was on when she said about her sister. Rias, so I presume we're not here to gossip about those time, right? Asked Sona with serious voice. Sona sigh. This morning, I was in contact with 2 affiliates of the church. Akino, contact. Rias, I haven't seen them in the city for a while, and what were they here for? Sona, they asked to talk to you, Rias. Rias, church affiliates want to meet a devil? Asked with surprise. You must be joking. Sona didn't say anything, instead she pull of her glass and wipe it with magic in any case. This can't be good. So, how did you reply to them? Sona, I accepted. After school tomorrow, they will visit the clubroom. Rias surprised more along with Akino, however. There's something that worries me. Tsubaki, these 2 affiliates had a holy sword with them. Rias, a holy sword? Akino, church affiliates with a holy sword? Rias, in this city, of all places? Think a little, perhaps an affiliate of this city's church? Remember the pictures of Izuku/Issei and blonde kid, could it be? With Izuku, Issei, Asia. When they arrived to Haido house, Izuku, Issei, Asia stop, by feel a danger in the house. Asia, I'm getting chills. Issei, yeah, I feel it too. Izuku, I felt this before. Issei, you felt it before. Izuku nod. Yeah, when I first meet Fre, stop by remember the time of dead people in front of him. Izuku didn't say anything, but zip into house. Issei, oi, what wrongs Izuku? Run after him along with Asia. With Rias. Rias get up and hurry. Sorry, Sona, but we must go back immediately. Akino also stand. Issei/Asia and Izuku are in danger. At Hyuda's house. Izuku, auntie, called out her, but he heard a Mickey voice along with Issei and Asia. Mickey, yes, that's right. Said with laugh, and this is when he tore his swim trunks in the pool. Izuku, Issei, Asia peek at the door and see Mickey talking with 2 church girl. That's Sona meet in front of school entrance. Issei mom. Mickey. Oh Issei, Izuku, Asia welcome home. Why is everyone look so shocked? Asked confused of why Izuku, Issei, Asia looks so shocked. Izuku, that feeling must have been those 2. Stare at them, but where did I see her before? Look at the chestnut hair girl. Chestnut hair girl. Long time no see. Issei-kun, Izuku-kun. Izuku/Issei look shocked and stare at her. Don't you remember me? Point herself, it's me. Said with a smile. Issei, Mickey. Look, this girl here. Show a pictures album Shidu Irina-chan. Issei/Izuku looked so shocked. Issei what? But cut off by Mickey. Mickey. She was such a tomboy back then, but now she's just the opposite. I almost didn't recognize her. Issei, seriously? I really thought she was a boy. Said out loud, and got a violin chop on his head and faint. Izuku. Baka, you shouldn't say out loud that in front of girl. Irina giggle. Something never changed, huh? Stare Izuku for a moment, but it looks like a lot's happened while we were apart. Izuku know what she was saying, but he didn't say anything but look at the another girl beside her. Irina. You can never really tell how people will change. Izuku, yeah? Feel the blue-hair girl stare at him, and he stare back at her. After they Irina and others girls gone, Rias arrive in time, and now there are in Issei room. Rias, I'm so glad you're safe. Hug Izuku, Asia. Issei, and three of them look surprised by a bit. I'm sorry. I should have been more wary of what was going on. I came back prepared for the worst. I'm just so glad. I'll take much better care of you three from now on. Izuku, President. Rias, yes? Look at Izuku. Izuku is about the church. Rias break up the hug and looks serious. After they explain what happened. Rias, they were talking to Issei mother? Izuku, yes. I asked Asia to take Issei for an excuse to come up here. Issei, I asked that how you make a excuse Tio sent me here. Yell at Izuku who didn't denied, and that make Rias and Asia sweat drop. Izuku, but they seemed to know that we were devils. Said to Rias. Rias think for a moment. Well, that's fine. I don't know what they came for, but I'll be meeting them tomorrow, anyway. Issei tomorrow. Surprise along with Izuku and Asia. Rias, after school tomorrow, they'll be coming to the club room. After the talk, everyone go back to contract work, and Issei take Izuku to one of his first contract, and they are now under a bridge near the river fishing. Issei, I can't believe my childhood friend is part of the church. I'm worried about tomorrow. Though with a sigh, but look at Izuku and his first contract man talking happy each other's, and something they even make a joke. I never seen this side on Izuku before. Point out to Izuku happy side before. When they first meet, Izuku was frozen. Like ice until he snap out by a man flitch his head. He rub his head and look at the man with pout, and the man only laugh like a idiot. Issei on the sideline seen this scene before, but he also don't remember where. Issei shrug, and keep on fishing along with Izuku and the man. Next day, evening at a cult club. We see Rias on sofa, and her peerage behind her stand expect Kiba, who was not here, and they are looking at the two church girls on sofa in front of them. Blue hair girl, we appreciate your cooperation. Said to Rias. Zenobia, I am Zenobia. The blue hair girl introduced herself. Irina, I'm Shidu Irina. Rias, for what reason would servants of God longing to meet a devil? Asked normal. Irina, although one is yet to be found, the 6 remaining Excaliburs have been kept by 3 divisions of the church. 3 of those have been stolen by fallen angels. Reveal the information to them, and everyone looks surprised. Issei stolen. Zenobia, the ones that we have are this: the Holy Sword of Destruction, Excalibur Destruction, show her rap sword. Irina, and my Holy Sword of Mimicry, Excalibur Mimic. Show her ribbon-like item that was on her arm. Rias, so what do you want from us? Asked them, and trying to make it short. Zenobia, this particular problem is between us and the fallen angels. We can't afford to deal with the devils of this city. Said straight to the point. Rias, you're awfully condescending. You though we would side with the fallen angels to do something to the holy swords? Zenobia, devils despise holy swords. You're in the same position as the fallen angels. Rias' red eyes glow in anger, but didn't show on her face. Issei, president's getting said, though with sweat drop. Zenobia, if we must, we will completely destroy you, even if you are the sister of a Satan. Rias, if you know that much already, then let me tell you something else. I will never side with a fallen angel. In the name of the Grimoires, I swear I will never do anything to humiliate the Satans. Said with a smirk. Zenobia smirk. I am glad to hear that. That was just what our headquarters were after. I am sure the sister of a Satan would not be so foolish. Rias, then you must know that I will not side with you and your God, correct? Zenobia, of course, we simply would like you to pledge non-intervention in this ordeal. Rias, understood. Zenobia, thank you for your time. Said to Rias and stand up along with Zenova. Rias, won't you stay for some tea? Asked for invited. Zenobia, I am sorry, but we cannot befriend devils. Turn her offer down, we shall take our leave now. Said while walk away, but she stopped for a moment and look at Asia. Asia look at her confused. Zenobia, I've been wondering this since I visited Haida Issei's house. Irina look at Asia. Are you Asia Argento? Asia, yes. Answer nervous. Zenobia, I never thought I'd see a witch here. Said it loud to her. Asia jumped bit surprised and Izuku dragon hand started to twitch. Irina, oh, you're that ex-nun who became a witch? I did hear that you were exiled, because you could even heal devils and fallen angels, but I never knew you'd become a devil. Asia, Her hand started to shake and Izuku about to rampage, but stopped by Issei, who hold back and hand over by his mouth by Kaneko. Zenovia. To think that a saint has become a devil, nobody's perfect, I suppose. Izuku. Oh I. What the fu, cut off again by Kaneko, put a hands on his mouth and look into his eyes saying stop it or it will go to war with them. Zenovia, do you still believe in our god? Asked Asia, but that stopped Izuku for a moment and look at Asia. Irina. Zenovia, she's a devil. Point out for her. Zenovia. Still, some blasphemers feel some guilt and retain a little of their faith. I can sense that from her. Explain her though to Irina. Irina. Oh really? Look at Asaisa. Hey, Asia-san, do you still believe in the Lord, even though you're a devil? Asia, I just can't quite let it go. Tears started to fall. I believed in him all my life. Zenovia, in that case, let us kill you now. Announced. Not noticed that words froze everyone in the room except Zenovia and Irina. Whatever sins you have committed, God will always for cut off by feel a threat beside, and she blocked the attack from Izuku's claw. Izuku jumped back to where Asia was stand in front of her while glare Zenovia. Rias. Izuku, they just cut off by Izuku. Izuku. Don't worry, I'm not going to start a war yet. Told Rias, who only sigh in relief he's still in country. Izuku looked at Zenovia with a glare and asked. Izuku. Oi Zenovia. Let's have a duel. Everyone looked shocked by what Izuku said. Zenovia. Oh, and why do you think I should accept it? Asked with a smirk. Izuku. I wanted to say a lot things about you and your god, but if I said it will only trigger a war between church and devil. So, let's us duel, and the winner has right to command on another person, or are you afraid to lose to a devil? Zenovia. You making such bold statement. Said to Izuku with a glare. Izuku smirk. I could said the same things to you and Irina. Called out to Irina, who looked at him, you will also be fighting with him. Point to a person behind the door, see Kiba, standing there with arm cross. Rias/Issei, Yudo/Kiba? Izuku. Is that all right with you, Kiba? Kiba, yeah? Said with glare at the holy sword. At the field, Zenovia and Irina removed their cape, showing their church battle attire. Aquino, is this really okay? Asked Rias with worries. Should we be fighting church affiliates on our own accord? Rias. This is simply an unofficial sparring match. Irina. If either of our higher-ups knew, we'd be in big trouble. Said while pull out her ribbon that turned into katana. Zenovia. We'll do our best not to kill you. Said while remove her wrap clothes on sword and point to Izuku. Izuku laugh a bit, and Zenovia look at him confused. Zenovia, you're laughing? Izuku. Sorry about that, but your confident voice and your righteousness talk make me remember the two people I hate most in this world. Zenovia. I'm sure those two will go to God's side unlike you. Taunt him. Izuku snort. Yeah right. If your god can't even tell what is right and wrong, crouch down and glare at her, there is no way in hell disappear and reappear fast in front Zenovia, who was surprised by how fast Izuku was, but she snapped out and blocked the claw attack with her sword and both glare at each other's. Izuku. I will never acknowledge him as a god. Yell at her, and the battle begin. Izuku and Zenovia crush against each other with holy sword and crawl. They both glare at each other until they jump back away. Zenovia, the Choice Dragon Gauntlet, Asia Argento's Twilight Healing, and look at Kiba fighting with Irina, that guy's sword BRTH. All of these sacred gears are truly unique. Izuku, thanks for the compliment. Zenovia, is too bad all of you gone to Satan and not join the god. Said with a sigh. Izuku, there you go again. Zenovia look at him and see his hair cover his eyes. God this, God that. Look at Zenovia with a glare that make her take a fight stance. That's all you monsters ever talk about. Do a zing-zong run and attack with Zenovia crawl and Zenovia guard at holy sword. With Kiba and Irina, both jump back away from the sword clash, and Irina look at Izuku with a sigh. Irina, to thinks he become a demon too. Mutter herself and look at Kiba, who change his sword and run up to her. Irina use her holy sword ability. That was transform long extend attack, and Kiba who block it with his sword, but his sword BRTH break apart when Irina holy sword hit his so many time. He doge Irina's sword and grab another sword and keep fighting. Rias, merely touching a holy sword will hurt a devil. Said while looking at the fight with Issei, Aquino, Asia, and Kaneko. Aquino, they're at a grave disadvantage. Rias, Yudo can make up for it with his speed, But Izuku said with worry, and look at Izuku along with others see his crawl gone, and Zenobia, though it was her chance to cut off his arm, only to be deflected like a clash. Zenobia looked surprised, and Izuku take that advantage to strike her belly only to be blocked by her sword and skip back away. Rias, I suppose the holy swords has no effect on that arm, said with sigh relief along with others. Akino, that's right. His right arm is a dragon. Zenobia, I see. You sell your arm to scared gear so you can get more power. Izuku, yeah, and this is a power what I trade. For tails appear behind Izuku and sent to Zenobia, who doge and run toward Izuku. When she got close Izuku, she jump into air and ready to slash at him. Zenobia, weak. About to slash at Izuku only to be blocked by a yellow magic circle appear between Zenobia and Izuku. Izuku grinned and made more yellow magic circle around Zenobia. Zenobia eyes wide and started jump back before the spike lunge from magic circle. When she land down far away from Izuku, she sees some of her hair fall to the ground. Zenobia look at Izuku who smirk at her. She smirk. Not bad, but see Izuku run up to her with crawl and tentacle fist weak. Stab her sword to the ground, making a hole around her, and Izuku flip back before he fall down. Zenobia, there's a reason Excalibur Destruction is called the Holy Sword of Destruction. Cry out to Izuku and point a sword at him. Izuku, she been holding back. If she used the sword power to full level it will become a problem. Fist up if I only had more power. Though with Frust and see Zenobia appear in front and slash at him, and Izuku block it with his gauntlet, that make his skip away. Zenobia, what's wrong? Are you running away? Asked with a mocking voice. In that moment, Izuku see a flash of image Katsuki looking at him like that with the rest of Bully. He see Kaneko and Asia were in lot of bruises under Katsuki and Bully feet. Image Katsuki, what's wrong Deku? Running away again since you were too weak. Said with a laugh. Bully 1, Deku the weak kid. Yell loud for other to join. Bully 2, why does he have two appealing girl when they are better with Bakugo? Bully 3, yeah. Cheer along with the rest of the Bully. Image Katsuki, face it Deku, you are never going to be a great hero or boyfriends to them. Said with a laugh and others Bully laugh along with it. As Asia and Kaneko scream at Izuku name as the girl pull into the darkness where Izuku couldn't reach. Something snap inside Izuku mind, and he scream into the air with a new powers awaken. Inside Izuku mind, one of the 5 chain that contained King were shine bright. King who were watching the fight between Izuku and Zenobia see one chain shine bright and shot to sky. King grin and look back to fight with interested. In real world, we see Zenobia looking at Izuku, who stopped moving with his face down. Zenobia though Izuku had given up, so she about to sheath her sword only to feel her sword vibrate along with Irina's sword. Both church girls knows what it's so Irina knocked Kiba with a upward slash, but Kiba block it, but Irina's sword's tip turn into a WHP and slash off Kiba back, who feel the sting and faint. Rias slash Issei, Kiba, Yudo, yell and worry and run toward him help. Zenobia and Irina come together and point their sword to Izuku. Irina, Zenobia, is that? Zenobia, yeah, is one of the dragon that used to be fight alongside with King Arthur. Asia, what are they talking about Akino-san? Asked Akino and look worries at Izuku. Akino, do you remember the red chain on Izuku body appear after he stopped use his gear? Asia nod remember seeing a red chain appear after Izuku use his gear or tired. Those are not ordinary chain. Those are a 5 legendary dragon that fight alongside with King Arthur in ancient time where they use their life to seal away the evil king. Issei, then, how does it land on Izuku? Asked Akino as he carry Kiba to Asia to heal. Rias, we still don't know about that. Answer Issei question while Asia use her twilight gear on Kiba. But what we know is that whoever placed those legendary dragon on him is an express and secret gear, and I also think his sacred gear is not a chaos dragon. Issei, wait. What? Look at Rias with surprise. Rias, I also think Izuku also notice it too. Kaneko, looks like, is coming out. Said to others who look at Izuku see one of the chains snap away from Izuku and shot toward the sky. The chain wrap around like a snake and a shadow of dragon appear in the sky. Red roar to sky, and a chain started to change shape into a sword. Like this. A sword come back down in front of Izuku, who grab and swing it. Zenobia and Irina feel the heat air pressure from the swing. Both smirk and excited. As they see Izuku running up to them with red eyes, he jump and swing down his sword to Zenovia and Irina, but Izuku pass both of the girls and fall down in middle with the sword to spear in thin air. Rias, looks like he reaches limit. Said with a sigh. Zenovia sigh too. Looks like this fight's over. Said to Rias Purge while grab the cape. Hood, would you agree? Rias Gremory? Look at Rias from shoulder. Rias. Yes, that I appreciate you not finishing off my servant with your holy sword. Said with hand on hips. Zenovia. Well then, we'll be counting on your cooperation on the aforementioned matter. Said to Rice, and about to walk away. Rias. Before you go, there's one thing I would like to know, said to Zenovia, who stop and look at her from shoulder. Have you found out which fallen angels stole the holy swords? Zenovia, a leader of the Grigori, Kokabil, was directly involved. Akino looked surprised from her Connor eyes, but snap out by Issei called out to her. Issei, Akino look at him, the Grigori? Akino, also known as the protectors of the Son of God, they're a group of fallen angels. Rias, you were going to fight him alone? Are you trying to kill yourselves? Zenovia, we would rather read the holy swords than let them rest in the hands of fallen angel. Also, one of us has already been killed. He was a priest who was investigating this city. Said by remember the comrade found dead on road. Kiba, it was him. Everyone expect Izuku look at Kiba, who get up after Asia finish healing freed Zelzen did it. Issei freed. Remember the person with along with the rest of Rias Purge. Rias, that stray exorcist? Kiba, by pure coincidence, I was there when it happened. I'm sure, he was wielding a holy sword. Zenovia, a stray exorcist, you say? Though a moment I see, so that's who did it. Look at Kiba, who glare at her. We appreciate the information, but we ask that you not meddle in our affairs hereafter. Goodbye. Said to them, but stopped by see Irina, who was not moving, instead looking at Izuku, who laying on Kaneko lap with sad face. Irina called out to her, who snap out and look at her comrade. Zenovia, let's go. Said while walk away. Irina, wait, Zenovia. Run after before she stop and look at Issei. Anytime you feel getting butchered, just give me a bell, okay? Pull out a cross and give a kiss to him, amen. Said what she wanted to say to Issei, who shiver and yell. Issei, why only me, not Izuku in it too? Yell at her only to see they didn't stop anymore. Night in a cult club. Rias, stop right there, Yudo. Yell at Kiba, who was near the door ready to leave. I can't let you leave my side, and wander around looking for them. You're a Gremory knight. Said to him. Kiba, I'm sorry, President. Rias, Yudo. Try to stop him, but Kiba walk out the room with a door bang. Everyone in the room was totally silent, but the two male person in the room was started to hatch a plan of how to help Kiba. At the Datareed church, Irina taking a bath in naked butt. Irina, not even a proper bath to soak in, said because of how shallow water are, and she only used to cup the water in her hands and splash over her body. Is this yet another trial the Lord has sent to test me? Said while prying pose. Zenovia, hardly. Irina look at her come in naked and point to picture Erna bought this is all, because you wasted all our money on that goofy-looking rip-off of a painting. Irina, what are you talking about? Look at her with a pout. The figure in that painting is a saint. Flashback to art gallery, where we see painters showing Irina a goofy painting. Irina, the man at the gallery told me so. Irina looking at the pictures with star not knowing the man smile evil behind her. Flashback end. Zenovia deep sigh. Why do I have to be stuck with you as my partner? Irina, you really can't take things lightly, can you? Zenovia, shut up. Said with a pout. Both their belly growl in hunger. Both blush. Zenovia fake cough. In any case, before we can find the Excaliburs, we need to find something to eat. Irina, yeah, we do. How about we threaten heathens into giving us money? Suggest her plan. I'm sure the Lord wouldn't mind us doing that to heathens probably. Said with scratched cheek with sweat drop. Zenovia, in that case we could also take offerings from the temples of heathens. Irina, right, that would be a lot easier. Like her idea too, but both stare in silent until. Zenovia, no, we'd best not. Said with defeat. Irina, you are right that it's a bad idea. Sit down on ground with Zenovia with a big sigh. Zenovia, knew Irina. Called out to her, who look at her, do you still wanted to save your childhood friend from his fate? Irina, of course I do. Is better for them to go Lord's side than stay as demon. Said with confident and no lie there. Zenobia, I'm not talking about the Red Dragon Emperor. I'm not talking about the Brockwell boy. Irina, of course, I want look away in pain and remember the talk she and Zenobia have with Mickey. Flashback to Hayata house. Irina, no way. Look shocked by the news of Mickey told of how Izuku's staying here. Mickey nod with a sigh. The first time he arrived here, Izuku looked so much like a doll that moving around without much life in it, but when he meet Asia and others' friends, his smile and usually self started to come back, and even his playing become good. Started to prize all about Izuku, making Irina smile a bit, because in her childhood, when she meet the first time with Izuku and Issei, Issei was a straight guy while Izuku was a care and kind. Irina liked both of them, but he liked Izuku more because of his kind and sweet smile. She even fall in love with Izuku, but she never got the chance to confess Izuku, who was gone back to big city while she gone back to church. Now she got a chance to meet Izuku only to find out Inko was gone and he become a devil. Flashback end. Irina sigh knowing how Izuku life will be in big city, because she know the treatment to Quirkless was so different in town, and losing Inko and not knowing who your father made Izuku life more miserable and alone. Inside her heart, she wanted to free Izuku from devil, but if she did, she is no better than a heathens. Irina look at the waters with her reflection face and a tear fall down her cheek. Izu. Mutter quietly. Zenobia heard Irina mutter but didn't say anything back because she was thinking the fight with Izuku, of how much hate he's showing toward the god, but didn't say a words because of Asia. She impressed with how much emotion he control, but when the time with new power appear his hate and rage was so much different. She though was it something she said or someone he hated. Next day at school ground hall. Kiryu, I'll go to karaoke with you guys. Said to Moto and Matsu. Moto, will you too, Asia-chan? Asked while ignore Kiryu. Asia, yes, I'd love to. Said with smile. Matsu cheer in victory. Forget Kiryu. Asia-chan's coming. Moto, I'm going to sing my heart out. Cheer in victory. Kiryu. Also I forgot to mention that Midoriya, Murayama, and Kates will be coming too. Said as a glass shine. Moto and Matsu stop cheering and kneel down to feet. Moto and Matsu. And oh. Asia look at Issei, who was staring out to field. Before Asia called out to Issei, someone appear in front of her while hold her hand. That someone was Saji. Saji, the filth of these men will rub off on you. Said with a smirk. Asia, oh. Hello, Saji-san. Great normally. Saji, how do you do, Asia-chan? Said with a cool pose. Matsu, put a crock in it. Yell at him with Julius. Moto, quite acting so big. You're just the student council's secretary. Yell at him. Saji, hump. Then ladies and gentlemen, if you'll excuse me. Said with a cool pose and walk away. Issei, oh right. I can ask him. Mutter quietly not notice Kaneko looking at Issei as she closed the phone. Noon at Cafe Cat. Issei drink his juice while waiting for someone. Hayudu. Called out to Issei, who look at him. Issei, hey Saji, thanks for coming on such short notice. Saji, think nothing of it. Said with a shrug so. After a moment, Saji look at Issei with jaw drop. Saji, are you serious? Issei bow please. I'm begging you. Saji, you're out of your mind. Stand up and yell, but he sit back down quickly because of everyone looking at him. Saji, God knows what the president will do to me once she hears that a holy sword's involved, and you're telling me to destroy one. Tell to Issei, who look up to him, she's going to kill me for sure. Said in scare. Saji, your Ria-senpai may have some kindness behind her anger, but when our president gets mad, she really gets mad. Said to Issei, who image Rias was kind with smile, and Sona was a WHP in her hands look at her prey with a smirk. Saji, no way no how. Said to Issei, and get up while walk away, but he was not moving forward What the look down along with Issei stand up and found with a surprise. Saji/Issei, Kaneko-chan. Kaneko, I figured you'd try doing something like this, said Montoni, while eating a puff ice cream. Also Saji-senpai, look at this. Show a photo phone Saji hitting on Asia. If I sent this to Izuku, he will surely get mad because you're hitting on one of his girl. Said to Saji, and eat a spoon. Saji jaw drop and look at Issei, who nod that Izuku would kill him. After a moment, Saji in seat crying because of the problem he have, and he having hard time decided to help Issei and face the fury of Sona or run away from Issei, and face the fury of Izuku. Saji, I've Ryoki gotta go chose the Izuku fury over Sona, but Kaneko pulled back him down. Kaneko, work together with the church? Asked Issei. Issei, they said they'd rather date the swords than have them used by fallen angels, right? Kaneko, it seems the church would do anything to keep the swords from them. Issei, Kiba wants to date the Excaliburs for vengeance, and they want to take them from the enemy, even if it means destroying them. Their motives may be different, but the end result is the same. That's why I think we should ask them to work together. Kaneko, I don't think they'll be eager for our help. Pointed out to Issei that it won't go well. Issei, it's worth a try? If it can keep Kiba working with us, I'll try anything I can think of. Said with fist up. Kaneko smirk, you two are alike. Said to Issei, who look at Kaneko who typing a message to Izuku and sent it to him. After a moment, a message come back saying okay, and he found the two church sister. On the road. Issei, wait, you mean Izuku and you are already plan on doing this? Said to Kaneko with surprise while they are walking to where Izuku was. Kaneko, yes. Respond in monotone. Issei, when did you guys start it? Kaneko, last night, as we talked on phone. Show her phone to Issei with a spark that make Issei feel like Kaneko showing off her boyfriend's skill. Issei, why am I not surprised? Said with arm cross, but why didn't you guys invited me? Koenko, because Rias was with you. Point out the obvious answer making Issei look away with pout. Issei, so where is he? Kaneko, over there. Point to in front of them. Issei and Saji see Izuku lean against the corner wall. Izuku see them and wave a hand to them. Issei, so where do you find them? Izuku sigh. I don't know how to explain this, but point to other side of Connor. Issei, Saji and Kaneko poke their head out to see Zenovia and Irina wearing a cape hood while asking money from people around them. Issei, there they are. Said with sweat drop. Kaneko, hi. Said with sweat drop too. Time skip at restaurant. Zenovia and Irina eating their food like a gluttony. Izuku, Kaneko, Issei and Saji looking at the sight with sweat drop, while Zenovia and Irina praise food was good and better than home country. Saji, they're eating like animals. Izuku angry tick mark appear. Issei, they must have been starving cut off by both Issei and Saji feel their ears pulled by Izuku. Izuku, don't you guys have a better nice words than that? Asked by pull both their ears more who both yell mercy from Izuku. After Irina and Zenovia finish eating. Zenovia, what has this world come to? Look down defeat to support our faith. We're having to take the help of devils. Irina, we've sold our souls to the devils. Pry the Lord. Issei, not a single word of thanks. Yell at them. Kaneko, Issei-senpai. Issei, stop and remember about the plan. I suppose arguing's not going to get us anywhere. Said with sweat drop. Irina, O Lord, bless these kind-hearted devils. Pray to God along with Zenovia but Izuku, Issei, Kaneko, Saji, GHHHHHHH. Scream as they hold their head. Izuku, your Lord can keep his DMN blessings. Yell to Irina and Zenovia. Irina, oh, I'm sorry. Force of habit. Said with cute smile. Like this. Zenovia, so? Called out to Izuku, Saji, Kaneko and Issei, what brings you to us? Asked them straight face. Issei, we want to help you destroy the Excaliburs. Answer back with straight face. Zenovia, you what? Taken back by what Issei said. After Issei explained to Zenovia and Irina. Zenovia, I understand now. Said with eyes close, we could probably leave the destruction of one to you. That surprise to Issei, Izuku, Saji, Kaneko, and Irina too. Saji was serious, though Zenovia well flat out refused along with Izuku, who also though the same things, but as he listened Zenovia and Irina talked. Zenovia, the enemy has the backing of one of the leaders of the fallen angels, Kokabil. Frankly, the collection of 3 holy swords is too difficult for us alone. Said to Irina. Irina, I understand that, but still cut off by Zenovia. Zenovia, at best, we have a 30% chance of making it out alive. Irina, we came here knowing the odds, didn't we? Zenovia, yes, we were sent by our higher-ups to sacrifice ourselves, after all. Irina, isn't the self-sacrifice the ideal of a person of faith? Izuku now underat and why Zenovia agreed to their request. She may have faith to their god, but she wouldn't throw away her lives easily, along with her partner Irina. Still he won't forgive Zenovia for insulting Asia. so he leave it that passed for a moment. After the talk, they looked for Kiba and found him near Water Foundation. Then Issei and Izuku talked to Kiba about the plan. Kiba didn't like it first, but Zenobia and Irina reveal about Balba, the one who lead the project of making Holy Sword Welder. As Kiba agree and he told Issei, Izuku, Kaneko and Saji about his past life, making Saji cry and agree to help. In Spa, Rias talked to Sona about her problem with Kiba. After Sona finished listened to Rias' problem. Sona, really Kiba-kun left? Rias, did I do something wrong? Said with a sigh. Sona, isn't he still part of your family? Rias, of course. No matter what Yudo says, I would never let him go. Said with a pout. Sona chuckled. The Gremory certainly live up to their reputation of caring for their family. Rias, of course. Said with a proud voice. Sona, his emotion may have gotten the better of him. However, Rias, so keep in mind that he has stole a Gremory as well. Rias look at Sona confused. Kiba-kun will come back, that I'm sure of it. Rias looks surprised at her first until she chuckled with eyes close. Thanks, Sona. Sona, but what will you do about him? Rias who? Sona. Midoriya-kun. You know he is not a normal human anymore since someone clearly have an intention to hide him from our worlds. Rias deep sigh. I know, but my brother still don't know who was the responsible to seal away his real scared gear or what is their intention was. Sona. So, we still observe him. Rias nod. We still observe him. Suddenly, two small magic circle appear in front of Rias and Sona. From the magic circle a project of Akino and Tsubaki appear. Akino, excuse us. Rias, good work, you too. Sona, you're late. Tsubaki. So what's going on? Tsubaki, things got great concern. Rias and Sona look concerned as they listen to their queen's report about looking after the two church girls that were here in their town. Night at Hayato house in Izuku and Asia room. Izuku, Asia, look surprised by what he wearing. Asia, how do I look? Asked with a blush as she spin around her dress. Izuku, you look sec said with a blush, but shake head a naughty though I mean. Why are you wearing? Asia, I though that, after you lost that fight, you probably felt sad, so I asked Kiryu and Murayama for advice. Said with a blush and nervous. Izuku, Kiryu and Mura? Titled his head confused. Flashback in girl locker room. Kiryu, you want to cheer up Midoriya? Asia, yes, I can't think of anything though. Kiryu, well, let's see think a little until she got an idea with a snap of her finger. Oh, I've got just a thing. Look Mura Murayama, do you still have that dress? Mura, you mean that dress but why do you need it? Kiryu, is not for me, but for Asia that she will need to cheer up her husband cut off by Asia put a hand on her mouth. Asia, Kiryu said with a blush as she looked Mura who shrug and give Asia a nurse dress as she walk away with sad face. Flashback end. Asia, and so, Mura-san let me borrow this. Kiryu said this outfit can aid in healing a man and Murayama also agree it. Izuku though with deadpan. That Kiryu, but why does Mura agree to this I will ask her when I see again. Asia, Izuku snap and look at Asia who look at him with concerned eyes it is helping at all. Izuku chuckle and give a quick to Asia as he hug her. Izuku, thanks Asia, but don't worry about me. What I'm going through is nothing compared to what Kiba going through. Asia, Kiba-san looked face to face with Izuku. Do you think Kiba-san will be okay? Asked with concern. Izuku smile. I'm sure he'll be fine. Since he's still one of us, and we be there to support him when the time come. Asia hi? Answer back with a smile, and look down nervous. Izuku, Asia? Called to her, but take by surprise that Asis kiss Izuku with a passionate, as it escalate lewd kiss Asia. Asia, Izuku. Keep on lewd kiss until they heard a knocked on door with Issei voice. Issei. Oi. Izuku we have to go my regular silent now. Yell at from. Other side of. The door. Izuku. Okay. I will be coming in a minute. Yell back as Izuku and Asia heard his footstep go down. Izuku sigh and look at Asia. I'm sorry. Asis look like my job is calling. Asia. Is okay but when you get back, I expect more from you said with a pose of nurse that make Izuku giggle. Izuku said see ya later to Asia as he gone out from the house to see Issei looking at the moon and only said one to Izuku was. Issei, it must be nice to have a wife taking care of you. Izuku look at him sweat drop as he drag him toward the church where they gather and look for Freed. At old church. Izuku. Hello, this is Izuku Midoriya. Said to odd regular man on phone, I'm sorry, but me and my cousin like to decline today's contract. At seashore. Man, if you're busy, you're busy. No, don't worry about it. I'll summon you some other time. Later. Said as he hung up the phone. Man sigh. Haven't had a devil cancel at the last minute before. Look beside Hey. Look at the young age man who just appeared beside him, but the man didn't look phased as he keep on fishing. Man, are you here to keep a lonely man company? Young man snort. You're not the kind of man who gets lonely. Man and young man loom at each other with a smirk. At old church. Say, you want devils to disguise ourselves as priests? Whine as they were a priest's clothes. Irina, well, I'm sure you'd rather not. Said not liking to give a priest's clothes to devils. Kiba, I'll do anything to have my revenge. Said as he put his last button. Zenobia, we won't accomplish much in a large group. Let's split up. Izuku, then we devil will search the east side of the city. Zenobia, then we'll take the west side. If you find anything, give Irina a call. Izuku, okay. The devil group about to move until Zenobia called out to Issei. Zenobia. Hayudu Issei, I need to tell you something. Issei me? Zenobia. Since we owe you for your help, I'll let you know that the white dragon is awake. Issei eyes wide surprise, as with the rest of the devil since they knew it too. On the road. The devil walk in pair as they look out for surround, but Issei was in know about drag warning until Kaneko called out to him. Kaneko, is something wrong? Asked in monotone. Issei snap out and answer nervous. No, I was just wondering where we should go next. Izuku, I think we should look for them in less populated area. Saji, but we don't where is that? Kiba, I think I might know. Izuku, Saji, Issei, and Kaneko look at him follow me. Said as he lead Kaneko and Saji follow. Issei about to follow until he feel a touch on his shoulder as he looks see Izuku stop him. Issei, what's wrong? Izuku deep breath. I will make it short. I don't care what Driggs said about your destiny with White Dragon, but let me remind you this tap Issei, chest you will not fight alone, understood? Said with a glare. Issei know that glare wasn't a threat, but a worry for him. It also remind of how he used on Izuku too. Issei chuckle. Hi, I understood. Izuku smirk and walk past Issei as he follow. At the abandoned house. Issei, isn't this where we beat Visser, the stray devil? Remember the first time of where Izuku and Issei known about stray devil? Saji stray devil? Issei, yeah, we slew it because it lost control of its power and became a monster. Explained to Saji as Izuku, Kaneko, and Kiba walk in but stop in middle as they feel a familiar chill. Kaneko, Yudo-senpai. Kiba nod. Saji, why am I getting chill? Asked confused because it was his first time. Kaneko, up there. Point to rooftop where they see Freed who jumped down with scream as he slashed down, but Kiba block it with his sword. Freed, how you doing? Asked as he flipped back and land on another rooftop. Nice seeing you again. Saji, the stray exorcist. Izuku Freed, said with venom as the crawl and tails appear. Friedo? If it isn't the kid and the midge cut off by Kaneko glare oops. I mean the little lady. DMN, although I saw some fresh meat walking around. But it was just a bunch of devil SHTS cosplay cut off by Izuku appear beside him and slash at Freed who block with his sword. Izuku, you talk too much. Said as the tail rise up and stab, but Freed flipped back and slashed some of the tail. Izuku hissed his pain as he kneel. Freed, one down. Said as he about to finish Izuku, but Kiba appeared between Freed and Izuku as he blocked the attack with his sword. Issei, everyone let's go. Said as they removed the church clothes. Issei summon his boost gear and charge up. They look back to fight see Izuku, Kiba, and Freed going fast as they only see and heard of clash and a spark light of white and red. Issei, Freed's as fast as Kiba and Izuku. Saji, the speed boost Kiba gets as a knight isn't giving him any advantage. Kaneko, this is bad. Said she pulled out phone and called the church girls. Freed, just be patient. I'll make sure to kill all you spectators, too. Said as he slowed down his speed, but got kicked in the face by Kiba and Izuku. Izuku/Kiba, got you. Said but both surprised by Freed to spear in front of him as he appeared behind Izuku and Kiba. Kiba block in time Freed sword wave attack, but Izuku was late as he sent to ground by a clash force. Issei Izuku, yell and worry and about to go but Kaneko stop him. Kaneko, Issei senpai, charge your boost more. Issei, but cut off by Kaneko. Kaneko, I will look after him, said as he run toward Izuku. Issei, thanks, but look back the fight. As they only see clash again if we had some way of stopping him, I could give Kiba my power. Saji, just to stop him, right? Asked Issei, who looked confused as Saji. Line. A dark light gather in his left hand. Issei, Saji you. Yell surprise as Saji's sacred gear appear. Saji go line. Yell as he sent out a string of sliver from sacred gear that wrap freed leg as he fall down from air and land on roof. Saji, did you see it? This is my sacred gear, absorption line. Issei, you've got a sacred gear. Saji, yeah? Said with proud voice. Issei, awesome. Saji, you're mine. Yell as he pull freed. Freed, damn it, damn it, damn it, said in anger as he tried to slash off the line with holy sword. This is a dragon artifact, too. Issei, and it's a dragon? Yell in surprise. Issei scared gear announce his boost. As Issei lift up from the ground, he looked down, see Kaneko already come back Izuku, and lift up Issei. Kaneko, let's go, said in monotone as she threw Issei toward Kiba. Kiba see Issei coming to him, so he stopped moving and reach out to Issei. Kiba, Issei-kun. Issei, Kiba. Yell as he slapped Kiba hand to transfer a power of boost and land down on top roof. My dragon's power is in your hands. Kiba, then, I have no choice but to use it. Your help is greatly appreciated. Freed look at Kiba with a glare. Here I come, said as he kneeled down and gather a power into the sword. Freed, let me go? Yell in panic as he slash off the dragon line more. Kiba, sword BRTH. Yell at his attack as he stabbed the sword to the ground. Sword-like spike appear beside Kiba as it moved toward Freed, who become worried as he slash off the sword BRTH with his holy sword, and with sword BRTH distraction, Izuku appear behind Freed and kick at his back to fall down from roof and hang in air. Izuku land on rooftop as he looked down at Freed with smirk. Checkmate, freak. Freed, DMNU. Glare at Izuku. Sword BRTH. Everyone stopped fighting as they looked toward the sound. Kiba, who's there? Asked the person come out from abandoned house. With the right wielder, that sacred gear can become the most powerful weapon there is. Said as he stopped in front of Freed. Freed, you're still not used to using the holy sword, are you? Freed, oh old man. Balba Galilei. Kiba, what? Devils were surprised by a new person appear in front of them. Issei, does that mean he's the one Zenovia was talking about? Kaneko, the leader of the holy sword experiments. Kiba, Balba Galilei. Said with venom. Balba looked Kiba with a smirk. Indeed. Freed, the thing is, old man, this little lizard's tongue's got me tied up, and it's really annoying. Said as he pointed to Saji line. Balba, put the power flowing within your body into the blade. Freed, flowing power into the blade. Said to himself as he concentrated toward the holy sword, and it respond back by glowing into gold. Izuku, everyone get back. Said as he jumped back and land beside Kaneko. Freed body glow in gold as he easily cut off the Saji line. Freed land beside Balba as he mutter. Freed, I see. I can take advantage of my holy power and power up. Mutter as he look up at Kiba. Well, then how about we stain my sword with your BLD first? Said as he leaped to Kiba, who pull out his sword and ready to strike die. Yell as he slashed down at Kiba, but blocked by Zenovia's sword, who appear beside at Kiba. Issei, Zenovia. Irina. Yahoo come up from behind Izuku, Kaneko, and Saji. Izuku, Irina. Irina, hi. We got your call. Saji, how? Kaneko, that was the plan. Said as she lift up the phone. Zenovia. Blasphemers freed Zelzin and Balba Galilei in the name of God. I will punish you. Freed snort. Don't you ever say that fuckhead's name in front of me, beach. Yell as he saw Kiba surprise attack by jump into and slash down, but Zenova and Freed back away each other's. Balba, Freed. Called out to Freed beside him. Freed, huh? Look at him. Balba, your job is to eliminate the church's spies. Besides, both of them have holy swords. Let's retreat for now. Freed, hear you loud and clear. Said as he pull out the small plastic bomb. Hi, smell you later. Said he throw down a flash bomb to ground. Devils and two church girls shield their eyes, and when they open, Freed and Balba gone in front of them. Kiba, damn it. Said as he run into forest. Zenova, let's go, Irina. said as she also run into the forest along with Irina, who behind her. Issei, hey, wait up, Kiba, said as he jumped down from roof as he trip and fall down to ground owl. Get up fast as he yell in the forest, would you guys calm down for a sec? Rias, truly, you all are such a naughty children, said as Kaneko, Issei, and Saji turn around and look. Issei/Saji Glup, President. See Rias with Akino and Sona with Tsubaki. Rias, would you kindly explain what's going on here, Issei? Sona, you two will explain, Saji. Issei and Saji hug each other's and scream like a girls, and Kaneko look around see someone was missing. Kaneko looked back at the forest. Izu. Inside the forest. Izuku, Kiba, Zenovia and Irina run after Fried and Balba, but on the way they got separate. Izuku, who got tired, rest under the tree as he tried to reach Kaneko with phone, but the line was dead. He sigh as he gives searching Kiba and should go look for near cave because of the big stormed cloud in the sky. At the waterfall, Izuku find the cave. He look inside first to see any danger there, but since is not, he go back out into the forest to find the tree branch for fire. When he got enough tree branch, he come back to cave and, Izuku, what are you two doing here? Asked Zenovia and Irina near the cave. Zenovia, oh, is you, said in monotone. Irina, Yahoo Izuku, said in chippy voice. Izuku, did you not heard? What I just cut off by big thunder and rain started to pour down. Izuku waste no time and ran into the cave along with the girls. Irina sigh, what should we do? Zenovia, we have no choice but to stay here, rest, and find Fried and Balba in the next morning, said as she look Izuku, who is moving the rock for making a campfire. Izuku, don't stand there stare at me, come help me, said to church girls who put down their sword as they make a campfire. After making a campfire and lift up a fire, Izuku and girls gather around near the fire feeling the heat. Three of them are in silent until stomach growl. Irina, Zenovia, mind your manners, said nervous. Zenovia, is not me, Irina, said with a blush. Izuku, is me, said with a sigh and pull out a chocolate bar from his briefs. Izuku removed the wrapping and about to eat. Stomach growl loud. Izuku stop in midway as he look at the two girls who was hide their stomach growl with a blush. Izuku, do you girls have anything to eat? Asked, and the two girls who shake their head. Izuku deep sigh breath as he give the chocolate bar to girls here. Zenovia, we can't take your hospitality anymore, right Irina? Asked Irina, who nod. Irina, yeah, said nervous. Izuku looked both of them deadpan. Your body is saying otherwise. Point to Zenovia and Irina already reach and touching the chocolate bar. After both girls eat Izuku chocolate bar, Zenovia looked down defeat. We have sold our soul to devil yet again. Irina, oh God, please give up our soul and grant this devil child to welcome back into your heaven. Praise again and Izuku, GHHHHHHHHH. Irina, yell in pain. Irina, oh sorry Izuku, said with a tush out as she seen Izuku in the dark doing something. Izuku, what are you doing? Izuku, I'm preparing to catch a fish outside the waterfall, said as he taken off the shirt and breathes in the dark. Zenovia, I see. Then we should also cut off by Izuku. Izuku, no, 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 you girls still near the fireplace and grill the fish for me, said in nervous as both girls looked curious beside. You both girls wear a tight suit, and I know you don't have anything to wear again after your wet underwear. Point out to girls as they blush and sit tight near the fire. After Izuku caught the fish, he give the fish to girls by using his tail and dry the clothes in the dark and eat there. Irina and Zenovia was confused and curious as they want to know why Izuku still sitting in the dark and not drying the clothes near the fire or eat with them. After an hour, Zenovia had enough as she stand up and walk toward Izuku, even ignore Irina called. When Zenovia see Izuku, she was dumbformed by Izuku was shivering from the cold. Zenovia wasted time as she called for Irina to help pick up Izuku and put near the fireplace. After Zenovia, Izuku and Irina near the fireplace. Girls know why Izuku trying to stay in the dark. Zenovia, so, this is why he don't want to come into the light, said as he looking at the scar and burn mark on his body. Irina on left side looking at her childhood friends go through a lot of pain because of the quirkless. She knows that quirk person treat the quirkless like a garbage, but not to this point. Irina see Izuku shiver as she wastes not time and take off her upper tight suit. Zenovia. Oi, oi. Oi, Irina, what are you doing? Try to stop her friend from breaking a god rule. Irina, I'm saving my friend from his cold, said as she pick up Izuku and put his head on her chest and wrap her arm around his body. Zenovia, you know this is a taboo to us, said as she point out. Irina, I don't care if the god abandoned me or mark me as a witch for helping a devil. Yell at Zenovia, who jump a bit by Irina words. As long as I can help Izuku, I don't care about the god anymore, said as she hold tight Izuku with tear fall down from her cheek. Zenovia only sigh as she also take off her upper tight suit and join in the worn body hug from Izuku back. Irina, Zenovia? Zenovia, we still have a payment for giving his food to us, said in monotone as she closed her eyes. Irina chuckle as she also close her eyes and fall asleep. Next morning, a bird chirp in the sky as they fly down near the tree and rest. But Izuku, H. Scream out loud from inside the cave as the birds scatter away and we zoom into the cave. Inside the cave, Izuku wake up found two top half-naked girls hug him as he free himself and back away. Irina and Zenovia wake up by the Izuku moving. Irina, what's going on? Asked with half asleep. Zenovia, I don't know. Answer with half asleep too. Both turn to look at Izuku blush red as he try to said something to them. Izuku, why are you both half-naked? Asked in Sutter. Iron, Izuku. Rub her eyes as she see him clear Izuku. Jump on hug Izuku as he feel the softness of her BRSD pressing against his chest. I got so worried when you faint. Izuku, what do you mean? Asked in Sutter with blush. Zenovia, you got a cold the other night, said to Izuku, who look at her, and Zenovia explained everything to him. With Issei at school, Issei lay his head on desk as he though. No word from Kiba and Izuku last night. Huh? Issei remember the time where Rias used her devil powers on Issei parents to make sure they won't call the police or Hiro to look for Izuku. Moto, you look trouble these days, Issei. Issei yelped, surprised by Matsu and Moto in front of his desk looking at him with grin. Issei, don't surprise me like that. Moto/Matsu. Could it be the choice between GRPNG Rias Senpai's melons and Himejima Senpai's melons is what's troubling you? Asked with droll and pervert. Issei, I think about that every day, said with hand wave, but for future reference. Matsu/Moto, future reference. Issei, President Rias has the firmesse, and I don't know about Akino since she is with Izuku all the time, said with fist-up anger. Moto, oh yeah, I heard your cousin have a fever this morning. Matsu, do you think it's possible that he won't come to our singing night party? Said with hope is true. Issei, if it's true you can say goodbye to Asia, Mura, and others girls, he gather. Said to Moto, and Matsu realized the true as they kneel down to feet. At a cult research club afternoon, Issei, Kaneko, Asia, Acneo, and Rias gather in the room, and Rias announced the bad news they have. Asia, I see. Look down sad as Kaneko comfort beside her. Issei, so at the moment, Kiba and Izuku hasn't. Akino, we've not heard a word from them. Rias, I though Kiba could finish that stray exorcist alongside with two swordsmen and Izuku, but Issei, was it wrong for us to do this? Asked himself. Rias, because of that we can't simply wait for them to contact us. We've summoned familiars to search the area. Said as Rias, Acneo, Asia, and Kaneko released their familiar to look for Izuku and Kiba, but all their wait long gone when Kaneko phone ring. Kaneko flipped the phone and see the called, Izu. Rias and others surprised by a call as Kaneko pressed the answer with speaker on. Kaneko, Izu, are you okay? Asked in worries as other listened quietly. Izuku, yeah, I'm okay. Said in breathing hard, if president near you brings Sona and Tsubaki. We have a big problem here. Rias and others look at each other confused. At Hillview afternoon, Izuku leaning against the tree as he carry Irina in her arm, Faith with her tight suit cut off from her body. Izuku cover Irina upper body with clothes so Issei can't pervert her. Izuku wait for a moment until he see the Grimoire circle appear on the walkway. From the magic circle, Kaneko, Acneo, Asia, Issei, and Rias appear as they gasp the sight of Izuku in bruises. Izuku, yo. Wave hand normally. Asia, Izuku. Run up to him along with Kaneko. Izuku. I'm fine, just tired a little. Asia. said Asia heal Izuku bruises. Asia, what happened? Izuku sigh as he tell about what happened. Flashback to morning. After Zenobia tell Izuku about what happened the other's night, he thanks both of them for saving his life along with promise to not tell anyone about his scar. Two church girls nod as they look back for Waytown. On the way, Izuku asks Zenobia and Irina about the legendary dragons. Zenobia and Irina try their best to answer Izuku's question since he asked a lot of question. Three of them suddenly stop in track as they feel enormous power appear around them. Three take a stance as they ready for a fight. Skies suddenly turn into dark void night. Izuku, looks like is a fallen angel, said as he look around his surround. Zenobia, and the enormous power we just felt now maybe belong to Kokabil, said as she also look around her surround. Irina, if it's where is he? Said as they feel a energy gather in sky as they look up see Kokabil with holy spear in his hand. Kokabil, good morning, said with grin as he throw at his spear light at them. Zenobia, separated? Yell at they got separated again. Flashback end. Izuku. After that Kokabil go after Irina and Zenobia. On the run, I heard Irina cry so I go there and see Fried was there ready to finish Irina. Until I save her and run like hell from there. Rias, I see. Sona. So, where is Kokabil? Izuku, he's. All devils feel a warning as they hold their hearts. Saji, what is this feeling? Said in pain. Izuku, don't tell me. Look back behind as they see Fried come out tree. Fried, my. Look like everyone took the bait, doesn't it? Said as he stand in front of the devils, how do you do, devil SHD? He say Fried. Yell at his name. Saji, you again. Fried. Oh, would you look at that? Looking at Asia who gasp and hide behind Izuku who glare at him if it isn't the traitor. ACI cut off by Izuku magic appear in front he doge by jump back fast before magic spike come out and strike in the air. Fried, well? Time out. Gotta chat with that red-headed dame for a sec, said looking at Rias. Rias, chat? Look confused. Fried, yeah? My boss wants to. Said as he look up to the sky that turn into void night, and Kokabil stand in air with his wings. Kaneko, a fallen angel. Akino, he has 10 wings, he's a leader class. Kokabil, good afternoon, everyone. Looks like this is our first meet daughter of the Grimoires. My name is Kokabil. Rias, good day to you, fallen angel leader. Said with arm cross and smirk my name is Rias Grimoire. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Kokabil, what appealing crimson hair. You look just like your brother, Surzex, the Crimson Satan. Just the though of him make me sick. Rias, so, what exactly might the purpose of this meeting be? It's uncommon for a leader to come out for a chat. Kokabil, I'd like to have some fun in the area around Kou Academy, your headquarters in this city. Rias/Sona, our academy. Yell in surprise along with devils. Kokabil, if I do, Surzex will have to come help. Isn't that right? Asked with grin. Rias, if you do that, there's going to be another war between God, the fallen angels, and the devils. Kokabil chuckled. I expected Michael to come after me when I steal the Excaliburs, but all he sent was a weak exorcist and 2 women with holy swords. It's not enough. It's far from not enough. Sona. Then your goal right from the start, filled by Rias. Rias. To begin another war? Kokabil. That's right. That's dead right. I couldn't resist my boredom after the last 3-way war. Neither Azazel or Shemhaza wanted another war. Issei Azazel? Shemhaza? I've heard those names before. Try to remember where he heard. Izuku, the first time where we get our kiss of killed, Issei. Issei gloomed down. You don't have to put it like that. Akino, Azazel, the highest lord of the fallen angels. Issei, so he's their head honcho? Kokabil, Azazel wasn't just against the war. He started collecting these sacred gear things and doing research on them. Issei, so you guys after not holy swords and sacred gears too? Yell. At him. Anger. Kokabil, your boosted gear might be of some use to someone, but I couldn't care less. Azazel might want it though. He's pretty fanatical when it comes to his collectibles. Issei, mine's not going in any DMN collection. Yell at him. Kokabil, ignore Issei. The fallen angel, God and the devils are teetering on the brink of war. Said with smirk as the young devil realize his plan, that means one small nudge from me can top them over the edge. Rias, you're completely dedicated to war. Kokabil, that's why. I'm going to start with devils. Sister of Lucifer, Rias Grimory, and sister of Leviathan, Sona Citri. Rias and Sona glare at him. Your place of learning should be chock full of magical power, able to cause immense chaos. It's the perfect place for war. Saji, he's crazy. Issei, this guy's completely insane. Izuku, no comment there. Freed laughing crazy. Don't you love how my boss is so fed up? He's why I'm so enthusiastic about this. He even gave me these presents. Show 2 Excaliburs under his clothes. Kaneko, Excaliburs. Izuku, it seems all 3 of those are real Excaliburs. Saji, you can't be serious. Freed, oh yeah, this holy sort of mimicry, Excalibur mimic, though I got this one up from the pigtailed girl. Said as he showed the mimic. Izuku glare at Freed, more as he really wanted to kill him. Kokabil, let's begin a war, sister of Satan, Surzex Lucifer, Rias Grimory. Yell at Rias' name and fire a holy spear at them. Rias, everybody run. Yell as she blocked the holy spear with magic along Sona and Akino. Everyone doge away from the attack. After that, Kokabil and Freed was gone in front of them. Saji, where'd he go? Kaneko, he went that way. Point to sky from the tree to Kuu Academy. Issei, are they seriously going to cut off by Sona? Sona, no, they mentioned the area around the academy as well. This is going to be on a very large scale. Rias, that's right. Issei, but Sona, a fallen angel of his level could easily erase this remote city. Issei, no way you but angel. Fist up anger, there's no way I'll let you do that. Rias, Issei, we're heading to the academy. Said as she walk away. Issei, right. Follow after her. Kaneko jumped down from tree. Izu, let's stop by see Izuku's shadow shaking like a glitch and turn into dragon head with red eyes. Kaneko look at and see his red chain on his body to spear and reaper like a pulse, until it stopped by Kaneko and Asia jump hug him and everything turned back to normal. Izuku, Arm, what are you 2 doing? Asked confused. Kaneko and Asia explain what happened to him, while Akino on the sideline looked surprised by one more thing's a glitch with 12 wings. At Kuu Academy, Balba already started the process of his project. Balba, behold, looking at his magic circle, at last a beam, light, shoot up to the sky. With Zenobia. Zenobia who already got back to Old Church looking for Irina or Izuku, but she then feel a beam light shoot up to sky, and known only one thing's happened there. Back at Kuu Academy. Balba, my dream about to came true. Yell is freed looking at the new Excaliburs. At Occult Research Club. Kiba looking at the beam light from the window with a glare. So, this was the end of part 6 of this series. Stay tuned for next part of this series, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.